First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys.
Keep playing hard. Ready. Turn the ending. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Come on. Check. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Bang, 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 bang. Bang, bang. 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 Check 9. Check 9. Showing it. Showing it.
Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year. It's Nick Chubb. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Now Murray throwing on second down. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. So much for picking it up on the ground on third down. Third play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here that if you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
Here we go on fourth down with Murray. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on fourth down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on fourth down here early in the game.
Hey, watch.
Snap comes to Murray at 1. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win. Take 4, take 4.
They go back to the ground now with Lindsay. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync as we're seeing so far, that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers. You're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Murray now on first down. It's caught by OBJ. That one goes for 24 yards. Murray now on first down. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing now is Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Thomas, the intended target. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Flushed out right. He can run, and I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for. taken.
We're going to work.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
That's good for the Saints. First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I got you. I got you.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
5-8, 5-8. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in the sprinters.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Kill. 55. Right there in the middle. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Shotgun now for Breeze. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And he'll actually lose about 7 yards on the return, but they have possession of the football on the turnover. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Throwing now is Murray. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And got his man complete. 30. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 98 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Breeze now. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jared Cook His second touchdown on the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
At the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here we go. 60 out. 54. Right, 54. Record. Hey, check.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tucker now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? Yeah. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 11 yards there, 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now Murray. He finds his target, Beckham. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray over the middle. Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 29-yard line. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On second down, it's Lenzen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Let's go, D. Motion. 57's Mike 57.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Breeze. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just...
That's caught at the 25. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming over. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
A final shot before half from Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Breeze able to find the veteran Ginn. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Ready? 5-9. Right there in the middle, 55. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Joker, Joker. Whoa.
Breeze now on first down. Caught on the left side by Ginn. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. To throw is Breeze. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence, his 2nd sack of the night. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check. Watch 54. Pick it up.
They run again on first down. Chubb looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Demario Davis there on the stop.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Cowboys.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They go with Chubb on second down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Drew Brees, 6 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago, and that led the NFL. He'll try to deliver another one. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Brees. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Third and long now after the sack of Brees, and the Saints up against it here.
Push him back.
Working from the gun, it's Brees. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 39. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Brees now to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Brees. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down.
Let's go, D. Hey, echo.
Breeze to throw again. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line.
That's another Saints first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a first and 10 as they search for a late score. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Stop your whining.
On first and 10, here's Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And now offensively it's third and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it fourth down. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 33. Tucker's kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position with all 3 timeouts. I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
And the Cowboys are able to recover. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. And again, it's Chubb. And some space here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 27 yards there, a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Let's go, defense.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
A loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the 14-yard line.
And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. And they'll indeed take a knee.
It's a loss of a yard, and it
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Dallas, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.